Welcome to a month in my reading life. Good morning and happy Tuesday. Happy haircut day. I will look different in the next clip because I'm going to get my hair cut. I also have a silent co-working thing today for one of the groups that I'm involved in, and that's a lot like productivity sprints if you've ever been a part of those. It's literally where you just all get together and you work on your own individual things, and you're not talking either, but you're not alone. And so I think this really sprung up when everybody started working from home, when all the shutdowns first happened, and it was just a way for people to not feel like they were so alone, even if they were in their house by themselves. And so this has just kept going, and it's 1 hour once a month that this group does it, and I just like how it seems to be just focused time for that 1 hour to get something done. So I find myself a lot of times going, okay, I'm gonna put that in the silent co-working time, and just little things that I feel like I can get done. Or if it rolls around and I'm like, oh, like today, I just got information from a client yesterday, which was Monday afternoon. I got information that she needs a video done by Thursday. Usually that's a fast turnaround for me. Now, it's not more than what I say I can do. I tell my clients that I can have videos ready for them in 48 hours. So I can do it. I just like to have longer time, like to have longer to spread things out. So her video is going to take priority because I really want to get it mostly done today and put the finishing touches on it tomorrow and have it up for her before Thursday. The deadline is like at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday, but I just like to be early. So that is going to be my plan during the silent co-working, is I'm going to try to get that video like most of the way done. Then tonight is our last family dinner night. Once a week we go out to eat dinner. We rotate who picks the dinner. It used to be dinner and then come home and watch a movie. The movie has kind of faded out, but I feel like that's going to come back once our oldest son is gone. He doesn't really like watching movies, so that kind of faded out with him. And now when he moves out, I'm sure the younger son is going to be like, hey, can we start doing movies again? So I feel like the movie will come back. But Tuesday nights are family dinner night, and it just happened to be that the last week fell on the 18-year-old's pick. I mean, we would have given him the pick anyway, but he loves to go bowling. So our plan tonight is to eat dinner and bowl at the bowling alley and just hang out. One last family dinner night. I'm excited about it. And everything this week seems like exciting and also bittersweet. And again, I told you were going to have to listen to it a lot, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I mean, we're just all doing our best around here this week is all I can say. I think that's all. I just looked. I don't really have anything else to talk about on my schedule. So I guess I'm going to get to it. Oh, I do have something to talk about, actually. This book. I'm on page 37. I already told you in yesterday's video some of the issues that I was having with it. It's not getting better, and I almost always give books 100 pages before I DNF them, but I think this just might not be the kind of books that I like to read. So I think I'm going to go ahead and DNF this. I'm going to keep it here beside me, and we'll see if I feel like picking it up in the next few days. If not, I'm not just going to force myself to read it. Dead Woman Scorned. I talked about that a little bit yesterday and some of the issues that I was having with it. And I'm on page 70 in that. It's on my Kindle, so I held it up. In that book. And I'm definitely going to keep going with this one and at least give it over 100 pages. Today, if I'm following my schedule, I should read to like page 130 or something. So that's what I'm going to do. If I get to page 130 and I'm just like, this is awful, or not awful, but this is not getting any better, then I'm probably going to DNF that as well. So, I don't know. Anyway, I did finish Mastiff yesterday, which if you saw that vlog, I talked about that. And I am reading Born in Death, which I will definitely finish today. These Nora Roberts books are not long. These J.D. Robb books are not long. And so I will definitely finish it today. And then my plan is to start Wizard and Glass, which is the next Stephen King book. And it is long. And so I want to give myself today, if I finish Nora Roberts today, I'm going to have Wednesday night and then, Tuesday night and then all day Wednesday, because I do a lot of driving on Wednesdays. And then Thursday, I'm hoping I can finish Wizard and Glass. And then I'll have 2 books left, and each one of them will have to be Friday and Saturday. Wow. So it's getting here quickly. And I am ready for a change in the editing every day and the reading all of these books, like knowing ahead of time what books I have and feeling like I'm always behind. So I think my new system is going to work better. At least I hope it does. And I'm just ready for something different. So anyway, I'm sure that I will check back in after my haircut and let you know how it goes. Maybe I'll get some clips or something while I'm getting the haircut. We'll see. Okay. I have a few things to say. Number one, yes, my hair is very short. Part of that is because it's going to be a while before I'm going to be able to get another haircut. So I'm starting out looking bizarre. I don't even know what to do with this hair thing. Anyway, I'm starting out looking weird-ish. Hopefully in about 10 days, it'll be the perfect length, and I can enjoy that for a little while before then it gets too long and I complain about that. But none of that matters right now because I just watched a video and I had to come on here and tell y'all about it because I think that you should go watch it. I mean, based on the millions of subscribers that this channel has, not mine, you probably have heard of it at least, or maybe seen it. Anyway, there is a guy, a writer named John Green, and his brother named Hank Green, who is also a writer. And I don't know if y'all read their books. I do have the Anthropocene reviewed. Oh, it says John Green. You can kind of see that back there. So I have that one, and I have read a couple of his other. That is a nonfiction book, and he also wrote fiction book. Well, he wrote The Fault in Our Stars, which I feel like a lot of people have heard of. So that is John Green. Also, he and his brother started the Crash Course websites that I'm sure you've heard of. There's Crash Course History and there's Crash Course Everything at this point. So we love those videos at my house. They're hilarious and they're informative and I just really like them. But anyway, that's not what today is about. John and Hank have a channel together and it's called Vlog Brothers. And there's a few things that they do. One of them every Tuesday uploads a video. And that is today, and that is John. And then every Friday, Hank uploads a video. And they're talking to each other. So like John will be like, "Hi Hank, happy Tuesday," or whatever. And then he jumps into whatever in the world he wants to talk about. Well, in this video that went out today, and I'm going to link it below just in case you haven't seen it. First of all, another thing that I love about them is that the videos that they do on this Vlog Brothers channel are always so short and somehow still so impactful. Like, they've also made a decision together to not make thumbnails, so they like don't worry about whatever the algorithm is for YouTube. Like, this is just the two of them making a video once a week and putting it up on the thing, so it ends up being twice a week. But anyway, today, John is on the set of Turtles All the Way Down, which is another book that he wrote, and they are making it into a movie, and they're currently filming right now. And so just him talking about how great it is to be there and the fact that the character in this story has a lot of him in it and dealing with the anxiety that he has to deal with, which first of all, he talks very openly about it on all of these Vlog Brothers videos. So in general, if you haven't watched any of them, just go deep dive in their catalog. It's been years that they've been doing this. And so there's a ton of stuff to go and watch. But even some of the most, like Hank did a video about a photo of a microscope, like a photo taken by a microscope, and somehow made that meaningful. Like, they're just so talented and so seemingly sincere. I mean, you know, I don't know what's going on in their lives, but it seems like they're sincere people. And so anyway, I just watched that video and it made me cry. And I thought, I want to tell somebody else about it. And I thought, that's what I'm doing right here, is talking to some people. So I'm going to link it below, and I think that you should watch it. I have no updates other than I got my hair cut. I read 2 pages of Dead Woman Scorned while I was waiting to get my hair cut, because that's all I had time for was 2 pages. And one of my clients had an issue while I was getting my hair cut. So the rest of the afternoon is probably just going to be client work. It's not quite noon yet. It's 11:45, but I sat down here, I ate lunch, I watched a couple of YouTube videos, and now I'm going to jump into just client stuff until I get the fire put out from one of my clients and then get the video for the other one done. And that's going to be it. And then I'm going to be able to read. So I did. Oh, I listened to Fires of Heaven while I was driving today, and we did work it out where it looks like we're going to finish Fires of Heaven on May 1st. So I'm sorry that we're not going to finish it in my daily vlogs for April, but I'm going to finish it on May 1st, the way we have it like broken down right now. So that's it. I will probably check back in. I'm going to go, I need to like actually put something on my hair. This is what happens when you just wash it and get it cut, but it has like no products on it. And it's very fluffy, I guess we'll call it. Anyway, it's also very humid outside, so my hair just ends up doing whatever it wants to do, which right now is a lot of stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Well, I promise I got a haircut. You all saw it yesterday, but I've done nothing to it today, so we're just gonna pretend like it's fine. Anyway, I need to feed the dogs, so of course immediately Django's like, hello, you still haven't fed me and now you're talking to this machine again. I cannot believe that there are 4 videos left. So a video on the 28th, a video on the 29th, and then 2 videos on the 30th. That's it. I have 4 videos left after this. So I just cannot believe that I have done every day in April. That is so weird to me. Anyway, let's talk about what happened yesterday. So I don't even know how to start out or how to explain this. First of all, we went bowling and we had a lot of fun. I realized that it's been a really long time since I've gone bowling. I haven't taken into account that my arthritis has really flared up recently, specifically in this hand. And so holding a bowling ball last night was not fun. I'll just say that. But anyway, we did have such a good time. And my 18-year-old, I thought he was going to win, but my husband came back and won. And so we have this trophy that we have created through many years of family summits, which is a whole thing that I'll get into later if you want to know about it. But the basic thing is it happens twice a year, and the winner gets the trophy for the 6 months until it happens again, till the next summit. And then we do something else, play another game. So far, it's always been bowling because that's what the boys like to do. But my husband wins all the time. So we want to switch to a different game where he doesn't win all the time. So we might try some kind of card game or some kind of board game next time. But anyway, we did it a little bit early, even though normally we do it in June and in January or December, somewhere around the beginning of the year and the middle of the year. But since we're about to lose a member of our family, we did it early. And my husband won and he got the trophy. And so over the next 6 months, well, it's going to be longer than 6 months, but until December, he has that long to add something to the trophy. And then we will play a different thing in December and see who gets the trophy for the next 6 months. But anyway, we had so much fun with it. Now, let's talk about stats really quickly, and then we'll go. I don't know how long this has been, but I would rather not edit a long video. So, yesterday I read 4 pages. That's it, just 4 pages in my Way of Shadows, this book. That was 1 chapter in this book, and it was 4 pages. I am on chapter 28. Yeah, I'm starting chapter 28 right now. And so I'm just reading 1 chapter a day, and that's all it was. I am DNFing Tall, Dark, and Vampire. I already said that, so it's going to be going away. I'm going to be donating it. As far as Dead Woman Scorned, I'm still going to keep reading it. I did get a message yesterday, or a comment yesterday, that said the writing style changes from the past to the present, and so they just wanted me to stick with it. So I am going to continue to read it, but I'm not going to try to finish it by the end of the month. I do have an idea for what I'm going to do about Adrian. She's the only one still in school. She's got one class left. And so for the Aurelium spring equinox semester, I don't know, spring equinox time at school. I don't know what to call it, but she has one class and the book is not even on my TBR. So I do have a plan for that, but I'll talk about that in tomorrow's video. So total now for the month. Oh, I said 4 pages. I read 4 physical pages, but I read 13 hours and 28 minutes of audio, and I finished Born in Death. So we'll talk about that. Well, we'll talk about that now, and then I'll do my overall stats. So Born in Death is book 23, I think, in the In Death series. And Mavis had the baby. Like, oh my gosh. I knew that I knew that it was coming up, but I'm so happy that it was in this book. Like, this book was so good. And it actually had me tearing up at the end of this book. I was like, what in the world? The fact that 23 books in, I can still be surprised by the crime and the way it's done. I'm just like, I mean, I don't know. They don't do the same things on CSI and all of those. Like, those are always new crimes. So I don't know why I'm surprised that there's like a new crime in this book series, but I am. But I still manage to be pleasantly surprised every time when the new murders are something unique that I haven't heard of before or thought about in a way. And the way everything in here was just kind of interconnected. So Eve is solving a murder like she always does. It's actually 2 murders. And in the middle of that, Mavis is having her pregnancy issues. But then also Mavis is like, one of my best pregnant friends is gone and she didn't come to my baby shower. And why didn't she come? And speaking of the baby shower, Eve was supposed to be throwing the baby shower, and Peabody kept saying, well, you need all these things. And Eve's like, what? Why? It was really, really funny. And so her just getting ready for a baby shower was really funny. And her and Rourke both watching the video before the baby's born, like, it was hilarious. So this book overall, such a great book, such a great add-in to the story. And if you have not read these in-depth books, I know that you're like, nobody has time for 50-something books, but I'm telling you, they're all relatively short, especially compared to fantasy novels. They're super short. And so even if you just threw in a couple a month, you will eventually catch up, because she only adds 2 new ones every year. So as long as you're reading more than 2 in a year, you'll catch up. And they're really good. I feel like you could go on a binge one month and read a ton of them in one month and then spread them out the rest of the year or whatever. Anyway, that's my own personal plug for the in-depth books. I think that they're fantastic. Okay, that brings the total to 2,492 pages and 242 hours and 36 minutes of audio for the month. 4 days left, 3 books to go. Let's see if I can make it. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.